All right, I'm really excited to share that the Enterprise Portal is moving into beta. So the Enterprise Portal is a completely new feature for Replicated. It's sort of an evolution of the download portal. At launch, it supports the distribution of embedded cluster and Helm-based installs. So it does not yet have COTS or curl installation paths. So it's only for customers who are going to be doing either an embedded cluster or a Helm install. And what is it? It's the unboxing experience for your enterprise software. So we'll be turning this on for more accounts, but you can always request that we turn it on for your account if you're ready for it. That will put this new Enterprise Portal tab over here. And then when you click in, you can actually make some changes to the settings. One of the things we really like about this is it's very customizable. So you can change the colors, upload backgrounds, change the title, and really make it your own branding. So it should feel, upload a favicon, a logo, make it feel like your application. And then what happens is you actually turn this on. So if I go here, I open up my customers in a new tab, and I look at this company, Fiserv, I go to manage or Enterprise Portal Access. You turn this on for each license that you want to turn it on to here. So if this isn't on, they're just going to use the download portal. So if I turn this off, go over here, you'll see I have information on the reporting side about the download portal. If I go here, I turn this back on. Now I go to reporting, I see information about the Enterprise Portal. This is just a little overview about what's happening. And then you actually invite your customers. So you put their email address in, and this sends them an invite. When they get an invite, or if they just, once they've accepted their invite, they can view and access your Enterprise Portal. So this is the WordPress Enterprise Portal that we're using as a sample. So I put my email address in. I don't actually have a password. Instead, we do a separate form of multi-factor authentication, which basically sends a verification code or gives you a link you can click to authenticate into this. So just give you a preview of what that looks like. So show that. So just code comes in, copy that over, paste it, verify the code, and that will log me in. You can see this is branded for WordPress Enterprise. It's on my own custom domain, which you can set up. And then in this case, I'm an existing customer. I already have some online instances and some air-gap instances. There's updates that are available. But if I didn't, I'd just go to install. I can pick either an embedded cluster or a Linux install or a Helm install. You can see that there's some requirements. These are obviously very custom. You can make these however you want. I click Helm. I create an instance name. So instance names are actually the same as service account names. This would be testing 1, 2, 3. I can pick based on, do I have access to air-gap? If not, this option's not going to show up, but I do have access to air-gap on this customer's record. So click continue, and then it's going to provide me installation instructions. So you'll see we actually check these boxes. So if I run this in my terminal, you'll see that boom, checkbox, I've done this. So as I follow along, I'll be able to click, install the chart. And when I do that, it'll show me some installation instructions are complete, and then I'll see an instance shows up over here. These instances are currently unavailable, but they are reporting in. I can view the updates that are available on these. Same is true for air-gap instances. So I can see update available. I can export the credentials, create my values override, and then follow through to actually run these. And then a couple other features, I can actually invite my team along, so I can invite other users, from WordPress Enterprise from this Fiserv company. I can get instructions on how to create a support bundle, both for a Helm install or for a Linux install. I can upload a support bundle. I can view my license. I can see the full release history and all the release notes. And then I can, again, do updates and installs. And then that's all the end customer experience. The vendor experience, I'm able to customize those pre and post install instructions, provide additional links that I want my customers to access during the install process. I can see who has access to this. I could disable the download portal, and this would actually turn the Enterprise Portal on for all customers. I can see what service accounts my customers have created. I can see, that someone has failed to log in. They've tried to log in. They don't have access. Maybe I want to give them access. Maybe these are just hackers. Who knows? I can customize the emails. So one of the things that we do is when an update is available, when I push a release, so if I promote a release like this, I promote this, I can send update notifications to enterprise portal users. That will actually send a notification via email to that email address that's registered. We do, allow you to totally customize those emails. So that's what this is doing. So I can come here, I can see, what the subject line is. I've got some Ginge templating. I can change the entire content of this email to make it match my branding, to have content that I want. I can use these variables in there as well. A couple of emails we send are just like temporary login link. That's a lot auth when I invite a user, and then when I join, kind of a little bit of a welcome email. I can customize where those are sent from. So these are actually, sent from WP-E, wp-e.io, right? So it's from emails that I own. And then one other really important feature of this is here on a customer record on the reporting page, we now show you install attempts. So you saw that I created testing 1, 2, 3 earlier. It says it's in progress. It's because I started the installation, I did the registry login, but I didn't actually pull the images. So it knows that I haven't completed this because I don't have the images yet. So until I pull the images, maybe you need to reach out to grant@replicated.com and say, hey, we saw that you logged in the registry, but you didn't pull the images. Are you having trouble with the installation? But it gives you some of that insight. And yeah, that's a very quick overview. There's some docs here that you can look at, kind of tell you how to set this all up. We'd obviously love to talk to you about, how you're using it, what feedback you have. Very much in active development, active beta. So please do let us know.